Today I want to talk a little bit about a really famous poem, how people usually say it, and then how maybe to give more meaning to it. So the poem that I want to talk a little bit about is Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken. A lot of people read it like it's written. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth, which is not a great way to give oral interpretation to it. So you really have to think to yourself, well, what is this trying to say? What is the meaning behind this poem? And so when I really think about it, I think about the fact that I'm in the woods, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and just like in life, you can't go both ways, right? You have to make a choice, and sometimes the choice leads you to hard places. So let me just do that poem for you, and you can think about what might be best for yourself, or maybe how you would do it differently. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted I shall ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So that's an example of how that might be, but let's just look at that last line and how I would need to even think about that last line. And that has made all the difference. I might choose instead to say, and that has made all the difference. Or, and that has made all the difference. Or that has made all the difference. Or that has made all the difference. Or that has made all the difference. It really depends on what kind of emphasis do I want to put on the words. What kind of message do I want to put across? What are the words saying to me? And what kind of emotion am I attaching with it? So think about those things. Think too about the fact, hopefully you noticed it in the poem that I just did, that just because a line ends doesn't mean you have to end. You don't have to say, two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood. It goes much better to say, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked on one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. And so more meaning is given by how I orally interpret it. Hope that helps, and hope you're having fun with your own.